Okay, all right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. It is our Tuesday night chat. It is June 2nd, 2020. Every time I say 2020, I feel like Barbara Wawa. Don't you when you say 2020? I'm not Barbara Walters, but I feel like it. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm going to turn it over actually to Maudie. She's going to do introduction and start the call, and we are going to, you're in for a treat. I hope you have a pad of paper and a notepad and a pen so you can take tons of notes because I think you're going to want to. Take it away, Maudie.
Okay, hi guys, it's Maudie Swain here. I'm really excited to chat with you guys tonight, but more so introduce Cynthia to you guys. Cynthia is new with Scentsy. Cynthia Mason is her name. She's been with Scentsy for 12 days, right? 12? Is it 12, Cynthia?
12 today, yes.
Yes, 12 days today. Blown away by her, like from day one. I met Cynthia, man, I want to say it was like 5 or 6 years ago. She has been a customer of mine for a long time. There's a group of friends that would literally do Scentsy parties at my house, and they would switch off who was going to be the hostess. And I actually met her first at, it was like a school carnival. She's very involved with the PTA and everything like that. So very involved in the kids' schools. And she was looking for pumpkin marshmallow. I still remember. And she loved pumpkin marshmallow. We got some to her and stuff like that. And she's been a great customer ever since. And so that's kind of how we met and stuff like that. I don't want to go too far into things because I know that that's part of what she's going to talk about. So this is Cynthia Mason, everybody, and I'm really excited. She's doing some amazing things. I should probably say what she's accomplished. Yeah, okay, she's doing some amazing things. In 12 days, she hit shooting star in 3 days. 3 days hit shooting star. And it's so funny because when she started, she didn't want to be a big part of things. She's like, well, I think I'm just going to do this to buy stuff for myself. So I even told Heather, I'm like, okay, I have somebody that's joining, but they're just buying, they just want the discount. That's it. And so, so I was like, so she started off with that and then hit shooting star within 3 days. And then after that, she had her launch actually last night. She is now a certified consultant and has her first team member. So I'm going to go ahead and let you take that over now, Cynthia.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mari. Hi, guys. My name is Cynthia Mason, and I have been with Scentsy for 12 days now. It has been absolutely amazing thus far. And like Mari said, I've been a Scentsy customer for about 5 or 6 years. I'm also heavily active in the schools for 3 of my kiddos, and I worked with Mari on a fundraiser that we did last year for our STEM Academy across 4 different grades. So I got to see a little bit of the behind the scenes with that fundraiser and how she worked that and how amazing it was for her, and it was a lot of fun. So that kind of, piqued my interest just a little bit, but I've always hesitated to add myself to the Scentsy family because of the fear of the unknown, mostly. I'm sure if you're new, you kind of have that same feeling. I mean, you're not really sure what it's all about, what you're supposed to do, what site to go to. So there's a lot of fear there. And Mari sent out a mailer. So she was advertising her warmer and scent of the month. And on that mailer, there's one small line that says, do you want a rebate on your personal orders? Ask me how. So it was that one little line on that mailer that I was like, well, you know what? I'm a frugal person. I'm a coupon girl. So why not get a rebate on my Scentsy? I'm buying anyways. So that's kind of how it started. And so I sent Mari a message after that light bulb went off. And I said, hey, I'm intrigued. Tell me more. So we set a date. We met at Bahama Bucks. And I have not slept since then. I'm just playing. Honestly, though, if you're new and you just have to kind of find the faith and take that leap. So you take that hesitation that you feel and the thought of fear and you turn towards it and you face it head on and you say, okay, let's do this. I just had to tell myself not to back down, and I kind of came up with a strategy that I use. And so I give myself 5 answer choices in a constant loop. And for the first 4, I have to answer yes. And then on that 5th question or that 5th opportunity, I have the opportunity to just take a break or say, maybe not right now, or I'll put it off, right? But only on that 5th opportunity, and then it starts over. So here's a little history about how this has worked out for me. That first question was when I joined with Mari, there was that $59 host incentive kit, and that's what I was going to use to sign up. And she said, well, why not try the $99 kit? You get so much more. It's such a greater value. You know, you're going to be able to use it. It's going to be to your benefit. And that was question 1. So yes, let's do it, right? And then question 2, I went over to her house for my Facebook Live. She gave me some sample packets to mail out to everyone. She said, well, why don't you just take these? Why don't you sign up for Pirate Ship? Why don't you take them to the post office? That way you can kind of get a feel for how it works. Why don't you, do you want to do that? And that was question 2. So yes, let's do it. So question 3, I was texting Mari and she said, oh, sorry, I'm in the middle of a Zoom meeting. Well, hey, do you want to join? So, okay, question 3, let's join the Zoom meeting for the Cincy family. And this was last Tuesday's Zoom meeting, kind of thrown into the butt of that. I just gotten out of the shower in my pajamas, but you know what? We're going to say yes to that. So that was last Tuesday. And then of course, question 4, my favorite. Yes, Heather, this is you. In the middle of that meeting, Heather says, Cynthia, do you want to be our guest speaker next Tuesday? You know what? 4th question, heck yeah, let's do this. So it was, it pushed me out of my comfort zone, because a lot of those I would have hesitated and I would have said, you know, maybe not right now, maybe I'm not ready, but here we are. And my 5th question was the next day, should I order all these supplies? Should I go on Cincy Success? Should I go all in right away? And I thought, you know, here comes the frugality out of me again. Let's just wait. Let's see how my Facebook Live launch goes. You know, let's just give it a minute, right? And then of course that loop starts over. So I've really been using that technique the whole time. And I'm here now, so 12 days in, and all of this amazingness is happening. So I think it's working for me. And I think that if you gave it a try, and you could come up with your own number system too, it doesn't have to be the full 5. I kind of went into the deep end. And I like to use, you know, people say you're on this roller coaster ride of Cincy. And I think it's funny because in so many ways, it is a roller coaster ride, but in so many ways it's different. And here's a few ways that I think it's different. You know, when you go to Disney and you're going to get on a roller coaster, which I know a lot of you have been to Disney, Cincy, Disney trips. So you go and you go to get in line and you see that sign outside the ride and it says, the wait for this ride is 104 minutes, you know. So when you ride a roller coaster, you always have that wait time to get ready, to get bored, to talk, you know, wait out that moment. And I didn't get that. So this is not like a roller coaster. You also go up to the front and you get in your little section, the seat you're going to get in, and you've got 5 people ahead of you. You get to watch everybody going on the ride. I didn't get that. You're the next one to get on and into the seat, and you see those people leave, and usually you'll get on your ride, and then the attendant comes by. He'll tighten your seat belt. He'll make sure everything's good to go. You get a little breather. I didn't get that. But what I did get was, guess what? There's no line. You're going straight into that seat. You're going to push your own button, and you don't get a seat belt. And off I went on this roller coaster ride of Cincy, and I have had so much fun. What I did get were the amazing memories so far. All of these awesome people that are on that ride with me. And I'm just waiting for that moment in the roller coaster where you get that awkward picture of you, like, you know, snot coming out of your nose because you're going so fast. I know that's going to happen, but my hands are up in the air and I'm having fun. So, I mean, I'm loving this roller coaster, and one of the reasons why is this amazing Cincy family, and Mari kind of prepped me for it. You know, you'll have all the support you could imagine. Everyone's so supportive, and I thought to myself, yeah, okay. But I guess it was probably my 2nd or 3rd day, and I asked her, and I said, you know, I just accomplished something great. I feel like, you know, I did this pirate ship on my own. I mailed out these samples. Should I make a post on the community page? And she said, well, absolutely. You know, these people are here for you. They're here to support you. They want to see success. They feed off of it. and, you know, we help each other out. We really are a family. And I said, well, okay. So I posted that post. I don't know if you guys saw the amazing Johnny Depp post of the pirate. And it was incredible, the feedback. I mean, instant likes, instant, you know, support, comments. And it's been nothing but that since then. And I think, I don't know how long you guys have been a part of this community, but for me, it's very comforting and it's very welcoming, and I really appreciate it. I think it's incredible to have everybody's support on this crazy roller coaster. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the person that I got to sponsor that signed up. I don't want to give too much of her personal information, but during my launch, she was messaging me and she was looking for an opportunity to stay at home with her family right now, and she wanted something internet-based. And she has amazing people skills, amazing social skills. And so I chatted with her, and more so than chatting, I just kind of listened. She wanted to tell me about what she needed and what she wanted. And then I turned that around and said, well, Cincy's the perfect fit. I'm only 12 days in and I'm gaining and I'm getting everything that you just explained. And that's what's happening to me. She was actually interested in a jewelry company and she just completely switched. She said, nope. She was like, this is it. This is exactly what I'm looking for. And I think it's incredible because a lot of people that are interested in these type of opportunities don't realize how much Cincy is a family. I mean, we are so supportive. We are each other's cheerleaders. So I just wanted to say thank you for that. I mean, you guys are the reason why this is happening. So yeah, that's my story.
I seriously got goosebumps when you're telling that.
Aww.
No, because it does. It makes me tear up a little bit because, oh, you never know when Cincy comes in your life for a reason. And you are just a light, bright hope for so many people that I think need to hear what you just said. And we literally threw you to the wolves and you opened your heart and you share it, you get it, you roll with the punches. You're not letting fear stop you. And it just excites me because we want to see this in everyone, right? Their businesses just thrive. Like it's like I am great grandma over here. Like, and I'm just so excited. I'm not on AARP yet, but I'm still moving and shaking pretty good, but I'm just so excited to watch, like, because it really, really is like, this is what it's about. And you took a chance and your 5 system, and you may get to say no if you want to 5. I love that. And I'm going to start doing that. I think that is genius. I think it is brilliant. I think it puts you in a position where you don't get a chance to say no. And I love the fact that you're willing to take a chance and see where it goes with your team. I'm curious too, how do you think your Facebook party live, your 30-minute with the sample packets and all that, y'all all know that we've all been doing that. How crucial do you think that was to your launch and getting future bookings?
Absolutely. I'm not really sure how I would have gotten all of the bookings that I did without that launch. I do think it was beneficial because it is like Mari told me, to choose quality over quantity for my launch. And it really was my close-knit circle, my family, my friends, the people that I associate myself with in my community. So it was everyone that wants my foundation to be strong. So I think that launch party was essential. Yes, definitely.
And you got 5 bookings off of that party?
Yeah.
Awesome. And so those 5 bookings will open up even more networks. It'll just expand and ultimately flip everybody. I mean, you could go to a team of 5 in next week. Easy. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to open it up for questions for y'all. I know y'all have questions for her. So who wants to unmute and ask Cynthia a question? Or say something to her. It doesn't even have to be a question. You can even be like, girl, you're awesome. Doesn't even have to be a question.
I was messaging you guys. I'm like, we just need to steal her and grab her DNA and duplicate her by like 100 or 1,000.
She did text me that.
No, like, a lot of times when we get people to join or we share with them, it's so in our back of our minds to think, oh, they want me to join to make money on me. They that's all they want. That's all they want. But truly, this talk and Cynthia, you are the definition of what we want everyone to feel, like that comfort and that getting that boost of confidence and knowing you can do it and knowing it's a product and just kind of going for it. Like, we'll give you everything you need, just not stopping yourself. Like, that's the biggest thing. And that's what you're doing in comparison to what many people who join don't do. They stop themselves. Immediately when you tell them about Shooting Star. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, a launch party, I don't want to sell. Oh, like, I'm not going to bug my family and friends. I'm just going to sit back here and throw up a Facebook page and hope people come to me. Like, you just have to dive in. You have to fail forward. And you are the definition of that. I'm so glad we were recording this, because every new person, like, you're not going to die. You just got to jump in. And if you mess up, it's okay. And if you fall on your face, it's okay. And if you say something wrong, it's okay. Like, you're going to learn from it and you're going to grow and you're going to be better. So I just think you're freaking amazing. And, yeah, I would probably give my whole next paycheck to buy you from Mari, but I don't think she's going to give you up.
I don't think that's legal. That's awesome. Thank you.
Who else would like to unmute? Just unmute yourself. And maybe you're not a new consultant. Maybe you're somebody that's even been stuck in a spot for a while or just came back and you want to relaunch. Cynthia's the perfect person to ask that if you've or questions or things that maybe you've been thinking about in your business, because my brain is 28, 29 years trained direct sales. It is 11 years trained Cincy. I'm going to tell you black and white what to do, but you've heard it from me for so long. This is a new, fresh, not clouded judgment perspective that will help your business tremendously. And so I would encourage you to use your questions now while you have her. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Let this be your number 1 of 5 where you have to say yes and ask her a question that you want to ask, because you're going to get a different answer out of her mouth than you are out of mine, out of Jill's, out of Madi, out of all of us. Like, we are seasoned, and there is something fresh and new and exciting about a new consultant that lights a fire in all of us. And so I would jump on this opportunity right now. I know a bunch of you are listening. Some of you don't have your cameras on. I would encourage you to hit unmute, turn that camera on, ask away, put it in the chat, whatever, but take a chance. Say yes to your number 1 of 5 things.
Something else I think is incredible with Cincy is how you love family. During my launch party, my daughter, she's 6, and she's just watching Mari and I in awe. And so we said, come on, girl. And she came and she got on camera and she sat in my lap during our Cincy Live, and it's welcome, and it's accepted. And I think that's incredible too. It's amazing for someone that has a family, and we're trying to juggle all of those cards, which we do so well. Yes, and I see some kiddos on here, and it just makes me smile because it makes me know that, yeah, it's okay.
So true. We're very, very family oriented. In fact, what is it? Every 5 years they do an incentive trip family based. So it's always a part of family, our structure of a company. Heidi and Orville are very family oriented. And so it just oozes down from the top down.
Amazing.
Anybody have a question? Y'all are sure quiet tonight.
So I just want to say it's incredible. I've been with Cincy for 10 years to get someone new that they give you just those little nuggets like Heather. I was like, I'm doing this five question thing myself. And I was just blown away by her when I was talking to her yesterday. She came over to her launch yesterday. And I'm like, wow, you're doing amazing. At that point, I think you were like $30 or $40 away from certifying. And I was like, you'll definitely certify tonight. And she had told me, and you didn't mention it tonight, but you had said one of the things about, when I said, do you want to do the live together?
Oh, right.
That was one of her 4. And she was kind of like, oh, I got to say yes to this. But she went on and did the live with me. And I think it's great because she jumped right into it. But the main thing is just stepping outside of your comfort zone and watching that, because there's things, even with me being in Cincy for 10 years, that it's hard for me as a star director to do things because I don't want to step outside that comfort zone. And then to see you do stuff that's outside of your comfort zone, it's like put something in me where I'm like, okay, I cannot say no. I got to do this 5 rule myself. So I just want to commend you for that and say that's incredible. And that's why I was like, you've got to share that tonight, because I was blown away by it. So
me too. And it's so nice. You can very easily get inspired, right? And you can very easily get motivated, but you have to show up in order to get both of those. They're not going to just, nothing changes if nothing changes. If you are on the path that you're on right now, and you are not getting the results that you want, whether that is getting team members, whether that's paid at title, whether that is sponsoring your first recruit or doing the Facebook Live parties, what you're doing is not working. You've got to change it up. You need some inspiration and motivation. And it's hard when you're in a funk or in a bad spot. Everybody gets in them. Hell, I get them in all the time, but I have to pull myself out. And that's what I love about her 5 method from Cynthia, because you have to get around other people in order for it to ooze into you. If you stay by yourself and stay in the same system day in, day out, and nothing's changing, nothing is going to change. So I love that we surround ourselves with new consultants, new team members. We help them, and we get inspired and motivated by new ideas, because you constantly have to stay on top. In fact, where we're going now is all online. And if you are not good in that direction, you've got to get better at it. And the only way you get better at it is you've got to show up. I can't remember the last time I've had 6,000 and 7,000 PRV months, and it's all from the 30-minute Facebook Live parties. And that's even flipping people. So Jill McCarthy got 14 recruits last month. 14 in 1 month. So it just goes to show you, because I think Jill, you have never even had 14 in a month since you've been in Cincy the whole time, right?
When I checked, 11 was my highest in a month.
But how long has it been since you've been this excited about your business? I'm going to put you on the spot now. Sorry, I'm really good at that.
No, I mean, it's been, I don't even like, I'd probably have to go back to when I was the minute I hit certified, and I hit certified in 21 days, it gave me, and I had done 4 or 5 other direct sales businesses. And I will say this, you guys, like, run as fast as you can to certified. Yes, for the 5% increase. Yes, for the title change. Yes, for chat on your workstation, because that's freaking amazing. But more so, it's going to give you a confidence boost. And so the minute I realized, like, wow, I've never promoted at any company. Like, I just did it for fun. I was a little girl who liked to play Office, so I didn't even know what the heck I was doing. I was like, oh, this will be fun. This will be cute, right? I had, my mind, I was in my corporate job, and I was a compliance director, and I was a social media strategist, and all the things. And I had the gold plate on the door, and that, like, this was just, I was actually in a horrible relationship. So I did it to keep my mind sane while he was off doing his thing. But the minute I hit certified, it gave me this confidence boost where I was like, I can actually do this. Like, people, my boyfriend's partner, I worked for him, said, I don't know what you're doing this time, but you're onto something. And that's when it hit me that, whoa, like, everyone loves fragrance. Everyone I can share this with, like college students and babies and teenage kids and little kids. Like, the coolest thing is that if you have little kids, if you have nieces, nephews, whatever, Cincy's going to be part of their life. They're going to get to know the buddies and line them up, and they're going to be smelling the wax and doing all the things. Like, there's just a small percentage of people that are going to say, it's too strong for me. I can't do fragrance. That's a very small percentage of people, because everyone else, we have something for them, something that we'll use. So when you get to certified, it gives you that confidence boost. And then I raced as fast as I could to director because I wanted to be in the know. I wanted to be on that leadership cruise. I wanted to be hanging with all the people. I could literally see superstar director. And the minute, I mean, I busted my hiney the night of it. You had to sign up. You had to be director by October 31st to sign up for the leadership event. And I was selling my soul. I was selling wax to the doorman and this man and that man. Like, I was like, I am getting on that leadership cruise. I was jumping out of bed. I saw an exit plan out of that crazy relationship. Like, I could see it. And then when I got to director was when I would be on the treadmill going, I love being a superstar director. I love being a superstar director. I love being a superstar director. And I got that confidence boost. Like, I was literally, my first reunion, I was already a superstar consultant and I wasn't even a director yet. But I mean, I hit director in 9 months. And then Star was the second year, 2011. And then it took me 3 years to get to superstar director. But, you know, and then it's been a little bit of a, I wouldn't say downward. I don't want anything but to get to superstar director, but you also have to challenge yourself and you have to figure out your business. So when I promoted, I was excited that whole first reunion. And then it's been a little bit of a dip down because then you really have to figure out your business and where your attention needs to go. So, I mean, and I had back surgery and some other health issues. And so since January, since all this craziness started, I really and talking with these guys and being inspired, and then business has just been booming. I've been jumping out of bed again and feeling like I'm running for director all over again and getting my business organized and doing my binders and doing my little creative boxes. And so you guys, don't wait. Don't run to the next level, whatever it is. And the biggest piece of advice I can give to anyone starting is I want you to take that compensation plan out. I want you to highlight it. Someone told me this back in the day. I want you to figure out what level you're at, and I want you to cover all the other ones, right? And I want you to only look at the line of the next level you need to get to. That's all you need to worry about right now. So if you're certified and you need to get to lead, what do you need? You need 500 plus PRV. You need one active frontline at 200 PRV, and you need a group volume of 1,000. That's all you worry about. You don't worry about the rest. You don't worry about how you're going to get there. You don't worry about what you're going to do. You're going to worry about getting that one active frontline. And then on top of that, sharing the opportunity over and over and over and over and over and over again, never stopping and never holding yourself back to what's on that compensation plan as far as, oh, I only need one front line to get to lead. You just want to share the opportunity with everyone, never prejudge, just say, I'm having so much fun. You would be so good at this. Why not get paid at your purchases? Look at Cynthia. Why not get a rebate on what you're already buying? You say that over and over and over again. And I promise you 2 things. You'll never have to sell Scentsy a day in your life because you'll be so excited. And you never have to convince people of the opportunity. It's about them, and it's about when it's right for them. I had someone that I said should join me 10 years ago and just joined in May, 10 years ago. So you're going to get no's, and you're going to have to plant those seeds over and over and over again. You're going to get no, 100 times. It's not a personal thing. It's not about you. It's just no for them right now. So you just figure out what you need to be for your next goal. You take it one piece at a time and never stop sharing the opportunity with everyone. Doctors, nurses, dry cleaners, janitors, UPS drivers, your dog sitter, your dog walker, your neighbor. You just keep sharing it, and you will grow your business so fast. And stay excited. No one wants to come aboard with someone that's like, hey, you should do this with me. It'd be so much fun. You need to be like, I am having so much fun. We hang out on this Zoom thing and I don't really even know what I'm doing, and I'm just putting wax in this stuff and it's so much fun. You've got to be excited, because that's what people will gravitate towards. I mean, you're going to go through that. I will say that, like Heather said, and I hate to be long-winded, but it's like you're going to get these dips and valleys where I can't recruit anyone. Like I can't sell. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how I should be tracking. Oh my God, look at her on Instagram. Oh my God, I should be doing that. Oh, I can't do that. You're going to go through those. And then all of a sudden you're going to get a boost of inspiration. You're going to be up here again. It's dips and valleys, and it's how you come out of those valleys and how you inspire people on top when you're on top. That's going to push you through the next level. So just stay excited and know that everything that you experience, all of us have experienced. Trust me.
And as you're saying that, Jill, you totally made me have a flashback to where it was our old product guide, and it had the level, and I would write, Maudie remembers it, she had the same when we were there.
Yep.
I would focus on just getting to the next level. That's exactly what I did.
Yep.
I didn't even remember that I did that until you said that.
Someone told me to put a ruler or something over everything else because I would go, oh my God, 80,000 group volume. How am I ever going to get there? And you don't have to worry about that. If you do two things, focus on your next goal and keep sponsoring.
Yeah.
Because, and here's the thing, like PRV is going to equal sponsoring, because if you're getting high PRV, you should be telling yourself those are possible flips. Those are possible team members, because that's what high PRV is. So, I mean, you just always have to think about is, if you don't have high PRV, then you've got to be talking more. This is all, you can't sit in a seat and put up a Facebook page and hope people come to you. That's not how this works. You've got to be out there and sharing your journey. Don't sell Scentsy. Share when you get a box. Share when your cat's sitting in the empty box. Share when you get an order. Share when you're smelling a bar. Share the journey. And people are going to be like, wow, she's having so much fun. Wow, that looks amazing. Wow, look at her little girl sniffing the bars. Like, share your journey and you will never have to sell. But you've got to put yourself out there and you've got to share how much fun you're having, because if you don't show up, people don't ever see what you're doing, and they can't be a part of something when you don't show up. I said this to Heather. She keeps saying that stuck in my head. Your team and your customers will do exactly, they will mirror what you do. If you disappear, they're going to disappear. If if you're that girl that drops this company or joins 5 other companies to do, because I'm just doing it for the discount, that's what your team will do. If you don't show up online and post in your VIP group, your team won't either. So if whatever you're doing, I want you guys to all think, like, right now, am I showing up? Am I on this team call? Am I posting in my VIP group? Whatever you're doing, that's what your team and your customers will do. So, I mean, you have to plan.
That goes the same too, Jill, right? If they focus on just sales only, individual orders, your team's just going to do individual orders. If they're not partying, you're not partying, they're not partying. Nobody to flip. You're not recruiting, they're not recruiting. A
training I watched the other day, they said, you can't lead a team if you're a lot of people will go, oh, I need my first recruit. They get their first recruit, but they're not getting PRV and they're not sponsoring, so what are you going to train on if you're not doing the things that you want your team to do? We've been in this 11 years. Heather and I joined the same year. Every month starts at 0. We never stop with our customers. We never stop with our team. We never stop getting PRV. Every month we're at 0. Every month we need our 500 plus PRV. We need our 4 active frontline directors, and we need 80,000 plus group volume to get paid at title. So we have to do that starting at 1. So it's not like we just sit back and go, oh, we have a team of 1,000 now, we're going to let them do all the work. It doesn't work that way. So you just have to keep showing them. That's when you have to work for those incentives and work for all the things, so you can show your team, look, this is how you get somewhere. This is how, if you want those trips or to quit your job or to be with your family more, or have the flexibility to be able to have a pandemic and be able to stay home. You know what I mean? Like, this is a blessing. Truly, you've just got to step out of your comfort zone, which is what this whole thing is about tonight.
I feel like I have been to church and it feels good.
For real. I mean, and it's, I can't, like, I tell my team, I'm the queen, and a lot of them are on tonight. I'm the queen of adversity. Don't tell me about life happening and going through a divorce and moving, dealing with an alcoholic, losing people in your life. Like, I lost literally my partner, my grandmother, and my dog, like, passed away all within, like, I don't even know, a year's time. So Scentsy has literally picked me up from my bootstraps in some of my worst times. You literally guys can know this, that you can be in every city, be broke down. I've seen people fly places and their plane gets delayed, and they can literally hop online and a Scentsy sister will go pick them up somewhere. You're never alone. You're never by yourself. You don't have to go through anything alone, any funk, any adversity, any of that. The only thing you need to do is take one step forward every single day. Try something new, do something different, shake it up, learn something. There's a bazillion YouTube videos out there where you can literally type booking a party Scentsy and a video pops up. You should be learning every single day. What we say is, if you want to get to that next level, just don't sit still. Don't wait for someone to handhold. Don't wait for, we hear all the time, like, my sponsor didn't do this, my sponsor didn't do that, and she didn't help me. Your sponsor's just there to, like, bumpers on a racetrack, right? You go off the racetrack and the bumpers push you back. That's all a sponsor and a mentor is really, because everything else, we didn't have any of this stuff. I hate to be the grandma that we went up a hill in the snowstorm back in 1920, but Literally, we didn't have anything that you guys have now. We didn't even have Facebook. Like, everything is right there. You just need to dive in. And if you fall on your face, it's okay. You just keep going. Just keep going. And you're going to learn stuff, and you're going to get there, and you're going to get to the next level. Just don't stop. Just don't stop.
So true. Anybody have any questions? Comments?
Come on. Come on.
Somebody.
Well, I'm just in it for the 20%.
That's what you said in the beginning.
That was my thing. I just wanted the rebate. And I mean, look at it. It just kind of roller coaster all the way.
And this is just the beginning, girl.
It's awesome.
You're not even 30 days in. And what I think is so cool is there was a growth period that Jill was talking about. Monty knows, because it's where you just direct zero to director quick, right?
Yeah.
And what I think is so exciting is all businesses go through that, right? That wave. And we're in it. We are in what we were in when we started. And you could be riding that wave too. And I cannot wait to see, and I'm already seeing it happen the past 2 months, but I cannot wait to see who it is out of our teams and out of our groups that are going to rise to the top, because they will. And I just can't wait to see who it is in our group that are going from 0 to 30 people in 30 days and going from certified to director in 30 days. So it's pretty amazing to see, and the growth is ridiculous in the hyper growth that we're in, and either you're in or you're watching. And so I'm excited to see who's in and who's going to be promoting and who's going to be building the teams and who's going to be going to the top, because this is setting us up for the fall. This is nothing. We're like in pre-K right now. Like we're in pre-K, okay? And we're going to get ready for the fall, and it's going to be the big leagues, like really big. And so now is the time to keep treading, keep going, keep pushing, going for the 5th thing and still saying yes. Like it's amazing. Anybody? Questions or comments?
Do you all do games at your Facebook Live party?
So I just had the one, and we did the number game that you see behind Heather and Mari both. We did that, and everybody seemed to love it. Oh, there you go, Holly also. Yes, that's what we did at ours, but I haven't been exposed to all the different things. I saw someone post the little scratch-offs, those stickers that you can scratch off, and I thought that was incredible because everybody loves scratch-offs. So I did go on to Amazon and order some of those, so I'm going to try to incorporate that into my next party.
Thank you.
Yeah, the numbers behind us it's at any time I usually open up the Facebook Live and just say, because they checked off on the Google form that they want to help their host get an extra half price item. It's worded like everybody wants to help their close friends. And so I'll say, oh, y'all all wanted to help Cynthia get an extra half price item. Here's your chance, right? So I'm speaking their language, not mine. At any time during the Facebook Live, claim a number. I'll go grab it off the wall, put your name on it, and you'll get the extra prize. Marty was holding up her envelopes. You'll earn what's in the prize if you book your own 30-minute Facebook Live. You can't say the prizes on the camera, but you can give it to them after. I never even have to tell them. They don't care. They're just helping Cynthia book a party. That's really all they care about. Great question, Jessica. Thank you.
I'd say this too, like, I mean, you're going to switch it up and try things. And I think it's cool to learn as much as you can. Have a bingo party in your arsenal, have the envelope game in your arsenal, there's a bazillion different ways to do this. And I think that's good, because if you roll out the red carpet to those customers, you're going to have repeat hostesses. So you're going to be like, okay, you already did this one. You already did a Facebook Live. Let's do a bingo, or let's do this, or let's do that. But the numbers keeps it super simple. I mean, there's people love to help out their hostess, and it's just a matter of like, oh, I want 6, I want 2. I mean, Heather I did it. The first one, I just had envelopes because I stand in front of my showcase right here. I was like, I have envelopes. I only have 6 here. Grab a number, because once it's gone, it's gone. And they were like, I'll have 3, I'll have 2, I'll have 4. I was like, this means you book a party. You guys know that. Like, yep, we're good. I was like, I just booked 4 parties. I don't even remember the last time I did that without like dragging people to one. So I think the more simple it is, and if the thought of them, they want to know what's in that dang envelope. They're like, what is in that? 6 is mine, sister. Like they're fighting in the chat. 6 is mine. I called 6. I'm like, okay, we can do this.
It's so true. I can't remember the last time I had this many parties.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that it's 30 minutes. Like everything is a little bit of prep, yes, but it's 30 minutes. Everybody has 30 minutes. I don't care how busy you are. Like people make fun of me. They're like, Heather, do you even sleep? I mean, I feel like I do, and I probably am sleeping less and less, but it's 30 minutes. Like you could do 3 in one night if you wanted. You just need a cough drop so you don't lose your voice. But are you kidding me? You could get your whole month done in like 3 days if you wanted to.
At Christmas time, I do the ones where I walk through my house because I have like 18 trees or whatever. So people are nosy by nature. More than just seeing the party, they want to see inside your house. They want to see like, what are you doing? Is this real life? Do you have like trash and laundry and everything like I do sitting around? And I keep it real. Like sometimes the kitchen is clean. Sometimes Rob's cooking. So I'm like, here we go through the house. Like here's the Christmas. And they love to see all the holiday decor set up. They love it. The key to all of this is getting really good at just host coaching. And remember, when you get really good at host coaching and telling her what to do, those are team members in training. It might not be the first party, but if a host can get it and get it down and do well, those are your next team members.
That's exactly what Monty did with Cynthia.
Yeah.
It's a perfect example of excellent host coaching. She did it. Like it's
because
awesome.
It's another confidence boost, right? Like the host goes, oh, okay, well, maybe I can do that. I got 5 of my friends there and I had the envelopes and they came and they bought and it was fun. And maybe I can do this. Most of the time when a host says no, it's because they're just fearful or scared of the unknown. Like Cynthia said, they need that confidence boost. They need to see how easy it is. I mean, Becca Levi, my superstar director, used to say all the time, all you need is a nose and a plug. This isn't a company where you have knives and like I joined Pampered Chef. I don't even like cooking. And I was like, I don't know what this pan is for and what this crinkle, I don't even know what this stuff is. This is a nose and a plug, pretty much. I mean, if you never talked about anything else, all you would need to talk about is the warmers and the wax. In fact, when I go around my house, I don't even do any of the other products. I just try to show them as many warmers lit up as I can because it's Christmas time. That's what they want to see. If you can do that, you can add all the other information on later. It's like, here's this warmer. Do you like this one? Here's this warmer. Do you like this one? And then you give them a couple scent reviews of your top 6 scents. It's really that simple. And then you just practice and practice and practice, and it gets easier and you get more comfortable, and the sky's the limit.
It really is. And I think a huge part of the story too that I have to recognize is with Maudie, because she asked. She's constantly asking people, but she used her newsletter and put it in there, and that's what got Cynthia's attention finally, right? I'm sure they've had conversations with it beforehand, but the time wasn't right for her then.
Right.
But when she read it on a piece of paper, how I would say 85% of the people run their business is hopeful posting or typing something and hoping, oh, is somebody going to order? Is somebody going to help me meet my goal? Is somebody going to join my team? I posted it 4 hours ago. How many likes did I get? Any comments? Any comments? Everybody runs their business like that, right? It's not going to happen that way. But the fact that Maudie put it in her newsletter, it did happen, but the relationship was already there and existing. And so that's a key point. Like she'd been buying from her and hosting parties forever. And the fact that Maudie asked is the fact that she ended up saying yes. And the fact that Maudie said, think about the $99 kit. There's many people that stop at that $59 and don't say another word. You are not in the position to take people's options and make the decision for them. Everybody is an individual, and you should let them make their own decision based on what their needs are. Don't prejudge and assume anything about anyone. All you have to do by being a great consultant is offer the opportunity. If somebody came to me and I was buying a car and they gave me the opportunity to get leather in my car seats for $39 more, 49. I just started doing math today and I'm getting better at it. $49 or $40 more, whatever this math number is. I would be pissed if they didn't ask me that. How come you didn't offer me that? So just remember that, like, it's not, and by you saying, do you want to just get a discount on your products or a rebate on what you buy? It's like just asking, when the lady comes to your table and says, are you guys want dessert tonight? We've got double chocolate cake with whipped cream and 4 cherries on top. You either say yes, but if you're so full and your fat belly's hanging over your pants like mine is from all the Chick-fil-A, you say, you know what, not tonight. I'm not offended. I am not like, oh my gosh, how rude that she asked me for a double chocolate dessert. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. And that's one of the biggest hurdles to get over. But it's Maudie asking. That's the part that people don't do because they're scared of the answer, and you can't get a yes unless you ask. Like, people don't just assume you're getting love each other and you get married without saying anything. No, there's a proposal. Somebody's going to ask you, right? Well, take that back. Me and Jason just decided he never proposed. So there are the exceptions. And we've been married, I think, 24 years. I think 20, I don't know. I'm not sure. I have to ask him. I don't even know anymore. It's just been so many years. But it does happen, but not always, right?
So one of the other things I wanted to share, one of the things Cynthia's told me, and I was blown away by her at the end of last week, she said, I got to find someone to join my team. The only thing standing between me and lead is one person. And it's funny, I told Jimmy that, my husband, and he goes, she'll get one after this weekend. Like, just because it's already, like, she's having those conversations and doing it, you know, like, and he's like, if her mindset is there, she's going to end up getting one like right away. And sure enough.
Gosh, I have goosebumps right now. I cannot even handle it. Do you see my goosebumps?
Well, you know, I'm just going to say too, there's nothing, you know, I'm type, I don't even know what type this is, where I was like, oh my God, I have to know everything. I have to read everything. I have to train everything. I'm not going to bring this up to anyone because I might say the wrong answer. There's nothing more powerful than grabbing a first person and just leaning in and learning this stuff together. You don't have to know everything. Heck, every day I ask one of these ladies, like, how do we pull that report again? Like, what's for sale? When's this promo? You don't have to know it all. You never will. So don't hold yourself back. Like, just share the opportunity because that's what it's about. You're never going to be perfect. You're never going to know it all. So just, I love that she's like, it's one person, like, come aboard and let's do this together. That's awesome.
I still don't know how to do reports till this day. So
yeah, I hear you. Me neither.
I mean, I'm not a numbers person, and I don't feel like that's an important part of me recruiting people. So I don't care to learn it right now because I'd rather spend my time and energy having conversations and expanding my team first. So I'll learn it one day, but not right now. Anybody else? Questions? Comments? Silence? Oh, that's what we're choosing? Oh, that was at number 5.
Okay, I'll say something. I'm new.
Yay!
So I just want to piggyback on something. I was actually going to say it before Jill said it. So I'm not new to direct sales, but I am new to Scentsy. And the one thing that I decided on is I wanted to go into Scentsy with not a buy mindset and not a host mindset, but a recruiting mindset. So I decided I wanted to start at the top of the mountain, trickle down. So everything that I talk to people about, I start with recruiting. That's like my first thing. So I get kind of the, the elephant out of the room, so to speak, and then I trickle down from there. So I did get my first recruit the other day, and we're working on her launch party. And she's asking me all kinds of questions. And my first thing was I sent big, like, laughy emojis. And I said, I have no idea because we're going to learn together. And so what I don't know, I try and find on the workstation. And then if I can't find it there, Jill gets a message.
That's right.
So don't be afraid. And if you are, I know there's a lot of new people this month. So, I mean, don't be afraid. If you start with the elephant in the room and you just get that out of the room, then it's going to, you just like, I don't know. I always feel more relaxed after that. I'm always like, all right, we're done. She said no, or she said yes, or whatever, or she's going on my list for a future follow-up. But I'm like, all right, I got that. All right, that's out of the way. Now we can have a party, or now we can get your house smelling good, or get your pet smelling good, or whatever. So
that's awesome. I'm curious to know, Heather, what was it about Scentsy that made you, so with past direct sales experience, why did you choose Scentsy now?
She's also the person that I asked 10 years ago.
Yeah.
She's been a customer.
I think it was more like 12 or 11 or whatever.
It's been
I
a
think
long ass time.
you had just joined Sensi.
So why now? What happened? Why did you decide now? Why was it Sensi?
So I've had some rough patches over the past few years where my confidence was really shook in my other company, which is probably a giveaway a little bit here in the background. So I apologize for that. I'm not like double dipping here. So it came to a point where for me, I was like, do I still have a passion for this other company, or is my passion gone? And the only way I was going to figure that out is if I jumped in and did something else. And so Sensi has been on my mind for years, you know, but I was always like, I'm here. I can't, and I know like you can't chase two rabbits and catch them both. So I was always like, I don't want to be the girl that's doing 5 companies. I don't want to be the girl that is trying to be a leader in 2 different companies or whatnot. But so for me, it's very, very personal for me, where I just said, I'm just going to jump in and see what happens. And Jill knows I jumped in. I'm like, I'm just going to do it for a discount.
She was like number 2 in my whole group last month.
Oops.
With a new recruit and like over 3,000 PRV. So yeah, she's kind of jumped in.
I got big discount.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you.
Well,
So,
I wish you the best in this company.
Thank
I know you're in good hands, and I am one of those people that believe there are no accidents in the world, and everything happens for a reason. So we're glad you're here, and we're glad to have you part of the family now.
Thank you. And Cynthia, if I agree with all the other leaders in this group right now, after being a leader in another company, if I personally could take your DNA and clone you and make 100 of you, everybody is just, if you have any type of leadership role right now as Sensi and you're on this call, everybody's looking at you going, where is your twin?
I want my Cynthia. I'm going to be hunting for her now.
Yep, everybody is out looking for you. So you are definitely on a path to great success. Keep that strong mindset. You heard these leaders talk about the ups and downs, and it's when you're in those downs, and you will hit them, that you're going to focus on these leaders. You're going to focus on this moment, and you're going to come back to it, and you're going to find inspiration here that's going to carry you straight up to superstar director. But go for it.
Thank you. That's exciting.
Yeah, the possibilities are endless for everyone. And that's what's so great is we all start at 0 every single month. It's what you do in the same 24 hours that I have. It's your choice that takes you on which path you're going on. So it all comes down to choices. All right. Anyone else?
I'm like so pumped up. I'm like, come on, let's go. What are we going to do next?
I think I'm just going to order a pizza and so I'm just going to grab something so I can stay here and keep working. Dang it. All right. Anybody?
Yeah, I mean, and I just have to say this real quick. I mean, 11 years in, you guys, and we still have goals as superstar directors. It's harder to get paid at title. You need to recruit wide, and you need to keep and help those people and get them active. Sometimes that's out of your hands. I mean,
yes.
You'll get friendships. I mean, these guys were out on Facebook, what is it? Facebook Live, whatever the heck we're on, to like 2 or 3 in the morning watching stats this last month and cheering each other on and figuring out what we can do. Like, you're going to get friendships for life. You know what I mean? And all of the resources you could ever want and need are right in the palm of your hands. You just got to go for it and believe. What did Callie say today? Like, what was the affirmation when the itty bitty icky committee gets in your head and tells you can't? What was the rest of it?
I can pull it up on our Trello board.
It was, you're going to
you
get
have to tell them and say, it's possible at the end of it all.
It's
like,
possible. Like direct.
Add, it's possible.
More than possible. Like I remember being on that treadmill saying, I love being a superstar director. I love being a superstar director. Like, and I just made myself believe it. And I think that was in April, May. And then in that November, I promoted to superstar director. So, you'll have those talkie sessions. You just got to kind of push them out of your head.
That's why I'm so excited about the affirmations that we're doing for Joy in June. Every morning it's going to start with an affirmation. Yeah. And I am personally saying out loud, I was going to do it 3 times, but I'm changing it to 5. I will repeat it out loud to myself 5 times. And then I'm going to write it down if it's one that really speaks to my heart, because it is possible for anything to become reality. Mm-hmm. Holly, did you want to say something?
Amen.
Oh, I was just going to say I have to go because I'm about to start a bingo party. So,
well, good luck. You better keep us posted how the bingo party goes.
Thanks. Yep.
Good luck.
Y'all, bye.
Bye. Anybody else? All right. Well, Cynthia. Oh, Kathy, do you want to say something?
Oh, I was just going to say that I've just really been in a funk for the last couple of months. And tonight's call has been really inspiring. I'm not going to cry.
No, you're going to make me cry.
I did want to ask Cynthia, where did you come up with the 4 yeses and 1 you can change your mind? Is that just something you made up, or does that come from something, or?
So this is something that I decided that I needed to step outside of my comfort zone. And for me to have some kind of a strict guideline, I was like, well, we'll just do the 3 thing. But then I was like, well, that kind of gives me a lot of leeway because every 3rd thing I can say no to. I said, let's just push it to 5 and we'll see what happens. And so far, I think 5 is pretty good. So yeah, it's just something that I came up with so that I could help myself, not turn and run away from that fear, that unknown. So I came up with that, and it seems to be working pretty well.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
So just by a show of hands, I'd like to know who is going to start her 5 challenge technique. Me too. Okay, y'all are all, so if y'all will go, oh, go ahead, go. Yes, girl, I see you. I saw you come in late.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm glad you're here.
Yay, I got a lot of kids, sorry. So the 5 challenge, I came in late, 5. So what is that? I'm writing it down and I'm like getting my mailers together. So I'm listening, but I'm not,
Yes, okay, so I'll do it again.
Yeah.
So I kind of had that hesitation and that fear of the unknown with Cincy. So I came up with that strategy to help myself, push myself I knew it would help me start a solid foundation and become successful. And that was my hope. So what I did was I had 5 answer choices in a constant loop, and 1 through 4, I would have to answer yes to. And that 5th, time I could say no, I could say I'm going to take a break, I could say let's wait, let's think about it, only on that 5th, and then it would start over to number 1 again, and 1 through 4 is always yes. So I gave some examples. The first one was the $59 host exclusive kit is what I was going to sign up with, and then Mari introduced me to the $99 kit. And so I said, yes, let's do it. And that was my first yes. And then the second item that I was presented with the Cincy journey was, do I want to take sample packets from Mari's house? Do I want to start my own pirate ship account? Do I want to take them to the post office? Do I want to do all that on my own so that I can get a feel for it? And yet again, you hesitate and you want to back off and you want to say, I'm not really sure if I'm ready for that, but that was number 2. So that was a yes. Number 3, I was texting Mari asking her questions, and she said, sorry, I'm in the middle of a Zoom right now. Well, hey, why don't you jump on? Why don't you join? And that was number 3. So I was like, okay. And yet again, I just got out of the shower. I'm in my pajamas. My hair's a mess, and this was last Tuesday. So I said yes to that one. So you just kind of go along those lines, and you just keep in a constant loop for those 5. And it's really helped me, even though I've been very hesitant and a little uncomfortable, but it's helped me. And here I am talking tonight. So that was the 4th. That was number 4 when Heather asked if I wanted to speak tonight. So I said yes to that, and here we are.
Got it. Perfect.
So do you want to get 5 recruits tomorrow, Cynthia?
You know what? Mari brought this up. So she told me, she said, well, I know what to do now. I'll just ask you what number you're on, and then I'll wait. I'll ask you if you want a Coke. I'll ask you if you want some chips. I'll go through those, and then I'll know what number you're on, and I know you'll have to say yes to the next one. So I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to reveal what number I'm on.
I love it. You're going to get questions on your Facebook wall daily.
Thank you.
Be prepared. That's so funny. Well, I am committing to the Loop 5. I am going to do it. I am saying yes, and I'm going to go on our Scented community page right now, and I'm going to say I am starting to do Loop 5. Everybody's going to wonder what in the heck we're talking about.
We're going to call it Cynthia's
post it. Cynthia's Loop. I'm in Cynthia's Loop.
Cynthia's comfort zone loop.
Yeah. So go on our Cynthia community and put, I'm in Cynthia's loop, and people are going to know what the heck we're talking about, and they're going to
Love
miss
it.
out. Yeah. Cynthia's loop. I'm writing it right now. It's in ink too, so set in stone. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your heart tonight, Jill. Thank you. Madi, thank you for being on here. Thank all of you. Kathy, thank you for asking questions. Heather, all of you guys participating, and all of you just for showing up tonight and being present in your business. This is what you're doing now is what a lot of people don't do, and you've got to be willing to do what others won't to be able to get to the top. So you're already halfway there, right? Thank you guys so much. Give yourself a big old hug. Do kindness in the world right now. Just be kind. We're looking for our daily tasks, just spreading kindness and love in this world every single day. Every single day we're doing something intentional to spread love and kindness. I love you all. Thank you for being a part of our lives, and we'll see you next Tuesday night on Zoom. Bye, everybody.